Let's navigate the DevNet website to explore all the resources we just discussed. I'm currently at the Cisco DevNet homepage at developer.cisco.com. I'm already logged in. It's free to sign up for an account, and I suggest you do. I'm certain this webpage will change regularly, so I'm going to focus more on the capabilities than precise button clicking. Let's check out the video training first. Here is an Introduction to Network Programmability course hosted by my friend and colleague Hank Preston at Cisco. This is just one video course of many, so let's go back in our browser. If we click the Discover menu item at the top, then look down to Videos, we can see the full selection. I'll scroll down a bit just to show a handful. Here we can see videos on a wide variety of topics such as Cisco Firepower, software-defined WAN, Umbrella, and other new solutions. If you've never heard of these before, don't worry, I'll cover them in a future course. Next, I'll go back to the top, click Discover, and explore the sandboxes. Under Code, we see Sandbox Remote Labs. Let's explore those. At the time of this recording, sandboxes are broken down into technology areas such as networking, data center, cloud, etc. Let's click on Data Center to see what kinds of sandboxes are available. Some of them, like this application-centric infrastructure with Kubernetes sandbox, require a reservation. This creates virtual infrastructure that is provisioned on demand. You can connect into Cisco's lab to access your sandbox. Other sandboxes are always on, which means you can just use them with no reservation. This ACI simulator is one such example, so let's explore it. This is the sandbox control panel. Let's scroll down on the instructions pane to learn more. Because this is a public, always-on instance, the hostname and credentials are public. This also comes with an expectation of professionalism, which means being a good citizen as Cisco describes here. Let's go back to the DevNet homepage by switching tabs, scrolling up, and clicking the word DevNet. Next, let's check out community support options. This includes everything from technology-specific support to general blogs to forums. Let's go to the forums. As you can see, there are a ton of discussions happening right now across many technology areas. We could drill into these different areas, but I'll just scroll down to show some of the recent topics. I don't think I need to explain how an internet forum works, so I won't babble on needlessly. You should utilize these forums for any questions you have. Let's go back to the homepage. If you are looking for a more structured learning approach, you can try out the learning tracks. You can find these under Discover. These learning tracks tie reading, video training, and labs together into a coherent course for a given technology or solution. Let's scroll down and take a look at some of these offerings. Here's one on Cisco's digital network architecture. Let's check that one out. The path starts off with some network fundamentals. Past that, it describes how to interact with DNA Center API, which is precisely what we are going to do later in this module. The learning track advances to network programmability, a more advanced topic I'll cover in a future course, but I think you get the point. Okay, back to the homepage. I admit that I haven't found a great way to navigate to the API documentation using the web view, but if you just add /docs to the end of the homepage URL, it takes you to a well-organized documentation page. This page contains a no-nonsense list of links to relevant API documentation, something we will be using extensively in this course and future courses. Let's check out the Digital Network Architecture or DNA Center REST APIs. Using color codes, it clearly shows us the different HTTP requests that we can send to DNA Center. This style of API documentation is known as Swagger and is a popular approach to documenting APIs. Some products, including DNA Center, also host this documentation on box, so if you are operating in a private environment without access to the DevNet website, you can still access this information. Let's expand one of these API calls. This reveals extensive details about the operation, including return codes, the JSON structure of the body response, and much more. Okay, back to the home page again. Last, let's check out the code exchange located under Discover. Cisco has recently added an ecosystem exchange which focuses on partner integrations and business solutions, but since I personally have published projects through the code exchange, we'll explore that one. Scrolling down, we see several repositories representing different projects. I'll use the search bar to pull up one of mine. This tool is designed for service providers to automate their networks by managing customer multi-tenancy memberships. Let's look at the project details. Remember that README we did earlier in the course when learning about GitHub? That's what you're reading right now. In fact, this repository is hosted on GitHub, and using an API, Cisco DevNet just reprints the information here. My Ansible and Python network automation courses here at Pluralsight deep dive into variants of this specific tool. This project served as the inspiration for both courses, so feel free to check those out. That wraps up our tour of DevNet, although I certainly did not do it justice. Explore on your own, and I guarantee you'll be impressed.